Hurricane Erin is making headlines as it approaches the Bahamas and the United States, boasting sustained winds of nearly 140 miles per hour. While it is not projected to make direct landfall in the US, the storm poses significant risks, particularly in terms of flooding, prompting evacuation orders in vulnerable areas. The National Hurricane Center has issued warnings about potentially life-threatening surf and rip currents along much of the East Coast, which could last for several days. Forecasters from the National Weather Service in Morehead City, North Carolina, have indicated that regions like the Outer Banks should brace for towering waves that could reach heights of 15 to 20 feet or more. This situation is particularly concerning as it raises the likelihood of prolonged coastal flooding, which could severely impact Highway 12, the main thoroughfare along the Outer Banks. The NWS has cautioned that parts of this highway may become impassable for several days due to the expected conditions. In response to the impending threat, the North Carolina Department of Transportation has issued a mandatory evacuation order for all visitors to Ocracoke and Hatteras Islands, with plans to extend this order to residents starting early Tuesday. Additionally, Hyde County officials have declared a state of emergency for Ocracoke Island, emphasizing that emergency services may struggle to reach those in need due to the hazardous conditions on Highway 12. To the north, Dare County has also declared a state of emergency for the entire area, highlighting the widespread concern. As of the latest update from the Hurricane Center, Erin is located approximately 140 miles north of Grand Turk Island and is moving west-northwest at a speed of 10 miles per hour. The storm's influence is extensive, with hurricane-force winds extending up to 80 miles from its center, and tropical storm-force winds reaching as far as 230 miles. The Turks and Caicos Islands are already experiencing significant wave activity, with reports of waves exceeding 10 feet and sea swells between 8 to 12 feet, occasionally peaking at 17 feet. A tropical storm warning has been issued for these islands, along with a flood warning due to heavy rainfall. Despite the forecast indicating that Erin will not make a direct hit on the US mainland, the storm is still expected to generate hazardous conditions along the eastern coastline, from Florida all the way to Massachusetts. As it continues its northward trajectory, both Bermuda and Canada are also at risk of experiencing adverse weather conditions. The core of this Category 4 storm is anticipated to pass east of the southeastern Bahamas today, and will likely move between Bermuda and the US East Coast by midweek. The National Hurricane Center predicts that Erin will gradually shift its path northwestward later today, and then northward on Tuesday. Although Erin has weakened slightly from its peak as a Category 5 storm with winds nearing 160 miles per hour, forecasters believe it will continue to grow in size as it approaches the US, increasing the potential for flooding and other impacts. It's important to note that climate change is contributing to the increasing intensity of hurricanes. Warmer and more humid air serves as fuel for extreme weather events, including hurricanes and severe storms. Experts have pointed out that elevated ocean temperatures can enhance a storm's capacity to carry moisture, thereby heightening the risk of flooding, which is the leading cause of fatalities associated with hurricanes. Erin marks the first Atlantic storm of the season to achieve hurricane status, following a relatively slow start to the 2025 season with several tropical storms. However, indications suggest that the season may be gaining momentum, as the Hurricane Center is currently monitoring a tropical wave over the eastern Atlantic that has the potential to develop into another storm in the coming week.